All right, you wouldn't believe it, but I just got done doing a live video thinking I was live. You know how I always check. I always check to make sure I'm live, and usually I am, and I actually wasn't. My streaming key have changed. All right, it looks like I'm live now, so this is good. This is good. All right, so yesterday I did a video on this is very important now, how I make 2,000 a week trading. And I wanted to make that very clear. It's not necessarily how you can make 2,000 a week trading. It's how I do it. And it's not necessarily the secret sauce, but it's kind of something. I want you to take the little nuggets that I had in there and just kind of try to implement it in your trading plan. And as little as it sounds, it's such a big help. And a guy in that video, the last video, his name is Jerry J. He's in the comments, so go check that video out. We talk about it, and we kind of both agree. First, yeah, we both agree, and it actually helps. So I just wanted to kind of do something different, a little Sunday chat of live streaming. Can you really make 2,000 a week trading? Can you do it? Or, you don't have to have a goal like that. And it all depends on account size and what, $100 a week, 60, 50, 150, 200, whatever it is, you set that goal and go for it, and if you maintain, you're doing good. My goal is actually a little high, and I'm doing it, but it's high. I kind of set high standards. It's a little dangerous because remember, the more you risk, the more you got. There's so much into it. You got to consider account size, right? You want small positions. I am the kind of guy that will try to go for a home run every once in a while. Now I know that you're supposed to hit singles. Singles wins the game. Base hits, right? But when you go for home runs, man, if you strike out, it could hurt. So that's why I can't necessarily teach the sauce. There is no sauce. You got to create your own sauce. You got to decide what works for you, and whatever you see on YouTube, whatever is going on out there, what other people are doing, it's not going to work for you. I can tell you it's not. You could take little tidbits and try to incorporate it in your own plan, and then go for it. It's gonna take a lot of trial and error. If you're just getting started, I guess I did a video like this before, how to get started in trading. Check that video out. Maybe after this, I'll kind of put a card up here somewhere. How to get started in trading. But when you do, you're guaranteed to blow out a couple of accounts. An account. Blowout means lose all your money. I blew out 2 accounts, and I'm not saying I'll never blow out an account again. It can happen because I'm not sitting here saying I'm a professional or whatever. I do lose money. I make more money than I lose. Things, it's so much to talk about. We got to keep it on subject. Is 2,000 a week sustainable? Now, I hope you get in here with the comments so you can kind of contribute to the conversation so I can go on, because I'll start going on a tangent, whatever that word is, and kind of go off this way when I should be going that way. So we're not going to talk about style. I don't got no charts up. It's just me and my fake background. Yeah, that's fake. I don't live in a basement. Who we got there? Errol, man. What's up, Errol? Errol, you still follow me? Are you trading? Do you trade, Errol? I would like to know. Are you into stocks? Do you like this kind of content? Because I know we kind of got together off of trucking, Life Like I. Both work for the post office. And I'm trying to get out of it. I like the job, don't get me wrong, but I don't want to work for anybody. I want to, I'm kind of working this, by the way. Kool-Aid, sponsored by Kool-Aid. Get these little squeeze things. It's not sponsored by Kool-Aid, but I'm thirsty. Got to get that great going. But yeah, so you still follow me. Do you like these videos? I totally change style. Photography, trucking, Life Like I. Tell me something good. Trading, I'm all over the place. But this is what I've been doing this all the time. It's just been kind of in the back door. I decided, I'm going to put some videos out about it. Errol, I tried it, but life got in the way. Oh, yeah. That's something nobody talks about is life. You might watch videos and people always look like, oh, I'm there, got the boats in the back. Oh, I'm doing great. And that's what I can't stand, because it's not all that. Nobody's perfect, and you do lose money. I mean, it's so fake, out there. And nobody, those people that look like they all that, they don't post P&Ls. I showed you my P&L, and I showed you a loser. I lost like $3,000 on one of these days this week. That's painful, man. That's like buy a used car with that. But I gained it back. I gained it back like the next day. And that's the key, is to kind of just make more than you lose. So is it sustainable? Yes and no. You're not going to start Monday and then Friday and you're up $2,000. You're not going to, and then next Monday, Friday, you're up $2,000. Next Monday, Friday, you're up $2,000. No, it's not going to go like that. What I'm talking about is an average. So if you take, you might go this week and you down $2,000. You might go the next week and you down another $2,000. That's down $4,000. But you might go the next week and you're up $3,000, right? And then you might go the next week down. Let's say call it flat. And then you might go the next week and then you're up $8,000. I'm not doing the math in my head, but then that average of those weeks is 2,000, and that's how it kind of goes at times. You're gonna have at least me, I don't know what everybody else is doing, but I do know you lose money. I know that for a fact. If somebody say they don't, they lying. But you just hopefully just be consistent, shake that off. It's very emotional, when you do. It feels great when you're winning. You only have 2 shares of GM. That's all right. I mean, you got to start somewhere. I think I'm going to jump into Ford in my regular portfolio. I really, really like that Mustang Flex or whatever they got coming at that EV, the electronic car. It's dope, man. I really like that. I was all kind of in the youth. I want one, but I think that could turn around business. I think the car business is just, the economy is doing great. We've been doing great for the last, at least our economy, for the last couple of years or whatever, and autos are going like this. So what happens when we go down? Like we just might. I mean, what's going to happen to? I mean, autos is, but that the GMs, the Fords, and all that, they really jumping in hard. Tesla's got the lead. They jumping in hard to these EVs. I think that's responsible for bringing the oil down, because it's going to be all about EVs in the next year. I think that Ford car comes out the end of this year, and it's going to be dope. I think that's going to turn it around for them. So I think I'm going to start picking up some of those shares, even though it's just heading to the ground. They took a big hit this week. So it's a good time. They paid like a 7% dividend, Cashmatic, do you do straddles? Straddles are, I get them confused. I think straddles is when you buy and sell the same strike, and then strangles is you buy, right? If I got that right, I always get them confused. No, I don't. I do the iron condor, which is the similar. So basically, then I sell then I buy the outer strike for protection, and try to do wide strikes, like big boy iron condors, right? I think that's what Tasty Trade calls them. But I'm just not successful in those, I'm just not as successful. So I kind of don't do them. So what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. We're just going to talk stocks. What do you got there? Ford to $6. Possibly. Yeah, possibly. I'm not going to. I don't think they're going to go out of business. I mean, can they go bankrupt? I guess anybody can. But I think I might. I got to look into that. People are throwing them out. They throwing it. Damn, this business sucks. I don't know. But believe it or not, I think I'm going to pick it up. I think I'm going to start picking some up. It's cheap. I think, and it's only because of this Mustang. I think they're going to have buzz when this car comes out. They're forgetting about it, man. This car is dope. No moving up. No moving up. Anyway, I think you're talking about the stock not going up. So yeah, my video it's doing pretty good, and it's kind of almost clickbaitish, once you just like get on there and say, oh man, because people just think, people think, they want the fast money, the quick money, and it's not like that. It's just not like that at all, and I don't know why people go for that. If the video is like, can you make $20 a week, they won't watch. Or you got to put crazy numbers out, and it's not crazy because I do it, okay? But to do it is also a lot of risk, all right? And that's what I kind of want to get at. So is it sustainable? You just got to be careful, it is if you just be cautious. You know what I mean? But stocks, man, I would say it can do anything. We can wake up Monday. Did you hear about the coronavirus? I mean, there's like 70 more people are sick on that boat. They're spraying down the cities with fog. But I think they're getting forced to go to work tomorrow. So if anybody has this virus, and I think it could, next thing you know, it just might be thousands. It's still a little scary. So the futures open up in 55 minutes. It might open up down, and you just don't know. It might be 900 down. That's why, the VIX is still elevated. And when it's the weird thing, man. I did a video on it. When the VIX is elevated, but the market's at all-time highs. It's like when it's elevated, we're usually down. So, since the VIX is elevated like that, we could wake up and, it might be limit down. Who knows, Just, it's very unpredictable. Yeah, but back to the question, is it sustainable? Yeah, but it's an average. I have to make that clear. It's an average. You're not going to be, like I said, Monday through Friday 2000, Monday through Friday 2000. It's an average. And if you keep doing the same thing you're doing, small handful of stocks, you can do it. And it's not 2000. It's your goal. Whatever you set, you can do it. But set a goal. I think goals are important because when you reach it, it feels good. My goal is a little high, but I'm doing it. So therefore, I might raise it, but then I'm raising risk. Remember, to bring in more, I'm risking more. And that's what I don't want to do. Let me see what you got. Errol, I think Ford will do well. Stand in the, with this background, I can't read the comments. Stand in the way they're making everything else in SUVs and only pick up. They are making everything else in SUV. Hold on, Errol. Let me put these on. There we go. Okay, I think Ford do very well. The Strong is the only car they're making. The Stang. Yeah, as far as the EV, but I think it's gonna change. I think this is what you're talking about. Maybe that's their first. It's a hot car, though. I mean, I think it's really gonna take some buzz away from Tesla. Tesla to me is making some ugly ass. That pickup truck is ugly. I would like to have it just because I'm driving around and everybody's looking at you and it's different. But yeah, I really like the Ford car, and hopefully, and then also, with Teslas. Can't get those things fixed, man. Hopefully where you gonna go? I think they closed a lot of their Tesla dealerships. It's very hard to get those things fixed. So hopefully they don't break. There's Ford dealers everywhere, right? Go get it fixed. So I think that's what Tesla is missing but who knows? I don't know. I don't know, but it's all hype. They are the leaders, you know what I mean? So it's not that much hype, but basically they don't have a good moat, I don't think. I think the other people are gonna come out, Ford, GM. These guys sell millions of cars a year, not 500,000. That's Tesla's goal for this year, 500,000 a car. These guys will sell 500,000 in 2 weeks. You know what I mean? So, yeah, these guys are selling millions. So when they kind of things are going on all cylinders, they know what they're doing. You know what I mean? Anyway, I think Ford will do well. Yeah, that's the same thing. So RCL. What's RCL? RCL is a buy. I'm going to have to bring that up on this screen. Let me see. I guess I could bring this up on the computer, can I? And let's see. There we go. Yeah, RCL. Royal Caribbean. Yeah, these stocks, I don't know. I think it's early still. Because the virus has got to go away. Suppose it becomes a pandemic. And, I think it's still a little early. Possibly it'll go down to that low right here. Let me look at it. Yeah, this low, right? What is that? About 90? And then maybe even this low. I think that's actually a nice little chart. It looks like it's basing, right? But wait. I think we should wait until we start to see it go up. That's what I would do. Look at that. It lost 4.39% yesterday. That cruise ship's got more. People's not going to start going on these cruises. You go on these cruises and you're getting quarantined for 2 weeks. I heard that if you got one of them, I heard you can't even leave the room. You can't leave the room. You're stuck in that room for 2 weeks on a boat and you can't leave. Now, it's great if you have one of them upper deck rooms and you got the deck and all that stuff. You're probably chilling up there. But if you're in one of them lower rooms with no window and all that, yeah, you can't that's like jail. It's worse, you know. So I don't like that. I don't like that with the corn, but they got to do what they got to do. You know, my mother's got a cruise, I think, coming up in a couple months. I told her she probably needs to cancel that thing, just take the loss. But she says she's got insurance. The trip insurance is so take the loss. Don't do it. You know, it's just too risky. A lot of people from all over the places are on those cruises. Well, I can read the comments better like this. I think forward to what you said, thoughts on Tesla, too fast, too soon. If you're talking about the actual stock, I think it's actually going higher. Look at that. Looking at this monthly chart, it ain't. But I think it's going to base here and slowly trend higher. It's just a thought. It's just a thought. It did go too far too fast, but it deserves a higher multiple. I mean, these guys were basically shorting it, thinking it was going to go bankrupt. And look, they went to $900 a share. They didn't even do a secondary. They had still 748. They didn't even do a secondary. I think they're going to be all right, you know. So it probably deserves to go higher. You know, I think it just got a little craze, but yeah, I don't think it's going to go lower. I'm going to be selling puts against this thing. The applied volatility is still nice, and you probably get some way out of the money puts, you know, and I might go that way. But it's, if you look at the daily, look, it's kind of caught some stability, but let's see what happens. And then volatility is coming down as well. So yeah, I think it's, if you draw this trend line right here, you know, it's still there. Maybe 700 is a good that 690, 680 is a good support level. But it's kind of right there. I mean, 50 points for Tesla ain't nothing. But yeah, I think it's going to go up there and challenge that $1,000 again, or 950. You know, you got people pricing this at 5,000 a share. I think this one analyst came out and said 15,000 a share. 15,000. Yeah, cruise already paid for. Who's cruise? If you're talking about my mother, yeah, her cruise is paid for, but she's got the trip insurance. I don't know. It just seems scary. If somebody gets sick on that boat, out of all them thousands, one person's sick, man, they're gonna put that boat in quarantine. 2 weeks, and you're gonna be locked in your room. You know, so not a good thing. I would definitely kind of hold off till you see some where it's going down. Maybe there's a needle. Like, I don't know. I'll be afraid to get on one. I always want to go on a cruise, but I don't think I want to do it now. Only because this whole quarantine thing. I want to self-quarantine. Send me home. I'll stay home. Don't worry. But, and then I always wonder, I didn't look it up yet, do they give you the damn, you know, all the services while you're in your room? Are you still getting free food? Do they cut off all the, and everything is being charged to your account? Every plate, all the towels, or even the you know, whatever. Is everything being charged for now? You know, once that cruise is up, but you're kind of on a boat. Yeah, who's paying for that? You know, so it's curious. So anyway, yeah. Check out that last video. Yeah, me and Jerry J had a pretty good conversation. Inspiration for the last video. Yeah, inspiration for this video, I should say. Just kind of getting in those comments. And he trades too. He's one thing. He said something interesting. He was up what, about 100,000? I think it was 100,000, or was it almost a million? I can't remember what he said. I think it's down here. Here's the video right here. Let's view the replies. He said, yeah, it'd been up to near six figures and down to near zero, but it's only because I couldn't resist the temptation. That's one of the things when you have that goal, and you basically, when you start the more successful trades you're getting, and you feel like a genius, you start feeling like you could just boom, sell it, buy it, and then you totally get out of your game plan, and then you can start losing. I actually incorporated, like, okay, I'm doing well, everything's good, I'm gonna slow down. I'm just, because the emotions is just crazy, and it really fucks with you. You know what you're doing, but you just start thinking you're a genius, right? And then when you lose a lot on a streak, you think you're a loser. But he went down to nearly zero because the temptation of throwing way too much cash into short expirations. So I bet you that's not his thing. And he got into doing that, And yeah, then was it once I stopped doing that, he was on the same path as you described. Yeah, you just start doing stupid things. I won't say that necessarily stupid, but things that's not in things that didn't make you the money. You start doing stupid things like the straddle. Like I might say, you know what, I'm gonna sell me a straddle on Tesla. Look at all that premium. And then boom, it's up 500 points, and you're killed. So you do start just doing things like that, and you kind of just you got to stay with the basics, got to stay with what's working, and that's why I've been shorting the market. I've been trying to make little trades with the SP. I've been winning with the SPX though for the most part, but not all the time. I'm probably up now, but eventually, if I keep doing it, I know I'll lose. I'm just gonna stick with my little bread and butter. I don't necessarily like trading the what's that word I'm looking for? Individual stocks, because I could wake up and there's a disaster, bad press or something, and it's down hard. And most likely, most of my positions are tailored for on the long side, so I could be hurt. I have room. I put trades on to go down. For the most part, I sell deep out of the money put spreads or deep in the money call spreads. Same thing. I buy deep in the money call spreads or sell deep out of the money put spreads. So that's basically the same trade. Yeah, so if it goes down, I got room for it to go down, but suppose it keeps going down, and that's what I don't like. But that's working for me. So I'm just gonna stick with it, and just on that few handful of stocks. You said the daily Chinese lesson. Juan. Okay, yeah, Juan, what's up? Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about? What's something, the virus in China? That I was seeing your name. Yeah, this is it, man. Yo, you should be on like lesson 3. You should kind of know some of this stuff now. I'm glad you still kind of come in, man. But it's possible. If you look at my YouTube stories, I've been posting some gains, on a daily basis. Even with the market up, down, doesn't even matter. I've been, for the most part, successful. There was one day I got killed. I forgot what. But, it's a way to get out of the truck. Just trading. Just start. This is the way. This is the way. You know what I mean? You can make what you make in a week, in a day, a week, month. You could do it. So that's why I do it. I don't want to do what I'm doing. I like being local. I like my job. I make good money at my job, but I still don't want to do it. I'd rather do this and do nothing. So like we was talking about in here, Tesla. If I would have had some calls on it, and that big move, that thing made some millionaires. If you search YouTube, you'll see like Tesla made people hundreds of thousands. Tesla made I'm gonna say 500K. Somebody probably. Let's see what happens. Maybe I shouldn't have used 5. Look, this person I already read it. Made 103,000 trading Tesla. How to buy Tesla calls. Tesla stocks explodes 9. Yeah, okay. Maybe that's too big of a number. But I was on my feed, and people made some good money. But you know what? They're going to that confidence is going to explode in their head, and they're going to be like, oh man, I got this. And might give it all back, because them options, and that's how you do it. You're not buying a stock making that kind of money unless you're just rich like that. But them options are expensive, and if this goes the wrong way, you're going to lose a lot of money. It's luck. What about the people that bought up here, right? You're looking at, what about these people that bought between 900 and 950 thinking it was going higher? They got crushed when it was down almost 20% that day. So maybe there was some of the call buys in here. They might have gave their money back up here. And that's why when it starts to go down hard, because the people that made the money up, they start wanting to, dumping their positions to keep their profit. But it looks like it's trying to find an area of support. Like, it looks like it's good right there. So I'm thinking about possibly selling puts under that 680. Maybe you might be able to sell in this 500 there. That's good support right here. This 550, 580 or so. Even this 550, yeah. So I might do something in there. See what kind of premium I can get. But if the whole market goes down, this virus is out of control, it could come way back down to there. People just start dumping. We are way too high. Pull up the SPX. What the hell did I just type? SPX! What? Oh, maybe the SPY? All right, that works. Let's pull up the monthly. It's actually, I think it's a little steep, but coming out of this base, see, if it wasn't for this virus, we would be probably okay. But this consolidation right here, within the almost a 2 year period, we did nothing. Even though we was doing this up and down, we basically went nowhere from 2018, the beginning of 2018, to the middle or the end of 2019. It was a crazy ride, but we basically went nowhere. So we're exploding out of there. The volatility basically is expanding. Or kind of like I should say, it was a volatility squeeze. Yeah, and it's expanding here, and it's just gonna go up. We kind of did the same thing right here in 2016. See that? It's kind of going up and down, a little crazy, little consolidation for about a year, half, maybe 3/4 of a year, and then we just started going up. We went up for 2 years, and then we're doing the same thing here, but a bigger area. It's more expansion. It's more. It was crazy, and then now we finally broke out of that range, and we might do this. It might be 2 years of this. So everybody's thinking, oh, it's time. Well, maybe it's not time because nobody knows. Yeah, it's the longest bull market, but do we really need to have them every 14 years? I mean, you got all these countries throwing liquidity at the market. I mean, there's a lot of forces out there that's going to keep this market up because of the fear of recession. It's like ever since 2008, nobody wants the recession no more. These countries are just throwing crazy money at the markets and just adding liquidity all over the place. The Fed with the repo market scared of what's going on in there, and funding that. So it's like if it starts to go down, money just starts flooding out of these governments. So it finds its way in the market. And that's what I think is just keep. So it's different. It's different environment. It's not like it used to be. They'll just kind of let it kind of do what it's gonna do. But it seems like there's so many forces keeping the market up. We got negative interest rates. With negative interest rates in the countries around the world, if we would have, let's say, a 20% correction, like a crash, what's going to happen to those countries? I mean, they're already negative. It's like, so you see what I mean? So I don't know. You got the Brexit. So Britain back is on UK, they on their own. They out of that week with Greece and all that. They out of that weak Euro thing, whatever. So that's different, right? I don't know how that's gonna affect things, but I guess if you look at stocks, it's showing you it's a good thing. That candle right there. If you can look at that second candle. Show that close. Remember, I did the video on that. Be careful of that candle. Look how we just took that back in the next month. Well, it's the current month, so the month is still being drawn. It's only 9 days in, but we're basically blowing that out, and that was weird. That usually don't happen. You know why? I mean, look. Well, actually, it happened right here in 2000, mid 2000. Look at that. No, this don't count because it wasn't a high. It has to be up here, which was right there. So if you go back. I don't really see that particular candle. Here's kind of one. It's like a doji right there. Right? You like that? You like that word there? Doji, Juan? There's some Chinese for you. Basically, it's an indecision, up, down, bears. So you think of these candles like bears and bulls, struggling, battling. And it was a tie for the most part. And it looks like the bears probably won. So you kind of, you don't really see that candle right there at that position. All right, so it's just strength. I mean, I don't know what's driving it. It's got to be liquidity. It just looks crazy. Give me a minute. Let's see what's going on. All right, so what do we got here? Juan. It's why I drink Modelo, so I don't get the coronavirus. Is that the cure? Imagine something simple. You just gotta like take 3 Tylenol or something for 3 days in a row. I don't know, but I hope it doesn't come. Can you imagine? Check it out, man. Can you you see what they're doing in China? Can you imagine if it was here like that and nobody's going to work? And the quarantine, we're being quarantined. Cities like New York, Chicago, or whatever, even Atlanta, even small cities like, say, Memphis, quarantines. Do you know what that would do to the economy here? And we can't be forced to go to work. This is a free country. You know what I mean? I'm like China. They're like, go to work or else. So yeah. I mean, oh man, can you imagine that? Don't strike that out as not being a possibility because it is a possibility. It's just not here. So if it was here and it got crazy like that, you never know, man. So yeah, imagine us going down. It's big that China's going down. They make all the shit. They make everything. So it's going to, I think, affect us. They was talking about with Amazon. A lot of the 58% of the stuff on Amazon is third-party sellers. And most of the third-party sellers gets it from China. They're not making the stuff that they need, so they're gonna kind of run out of stuff, right? And you're gonna see just out. And that's why I think they're forcing them to go back. Well, it's not because of Amazon, because that country, if everybody's home, country's not making any money. So yeah, imagine us. We just stuck it. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Have your food and your guns and all that stuff. It'll be crazy. It's like communists. They dictate. Imagine here in a free country, it'd be crazy. Yeah. So just think about the worst. And there's no cure. Every day you wake up, you're seeing more and more people sick, more and more people deaths. So the number is growing. We want to see that number at least steady out and maybe start going down would be great. They said it's more now than the SARS virus. It's definitely something just to keep an eye on, but it's crazy. The good thing is that no planes are coming in and out of there for the most part, affecting other countries, I think. So hopefully everything is maintained over there. If they can't travel, how could it really get here? But I think there was a new case in Australia. I'm like, they gotta stop the flights and just y'all figure it out over there. We'll help you. But y'all figure that shit out over there. Anyway, oh man, let me put on my glasses. What do we got? Kenny Eugene, Dre, bro, what's up, man? Can't imagine that. Met you in the subway in Indiana, I believe. Oh, at a truck stop. I'm trying to think. I guess I'm like, Subway? There's no Subway in Indiana. I'm thinking New York. I guess it's funny because when I was out there on the road, I was to meet people like in different states in the weirdest part of, you could be in the middle of nowhere for the most part at the smallest town in the truck stop and you're meeting people that know you. That's kind of like, that was weird. So I can imagine I was small. I'm a small. I imagine the bigger YouTubers like Trucker Brown and Andrew Jackson and they're meeting people everywhere, and everywhere they go, they like, hey, so it was just once in a while for me. But, hey, thanks for still watching because I don't talk about trucks no more. I talk about stocks. This is the way to make good money. Like I said, I always did this in the truck. It's also one of the reasons why I didn't do a lot of videos because I had to pick loads and I would be kind of checking out the market. I just kind of never told anybody, but yeah, that was my little thing. I was always trading, buying stocks and stuff like that. So just keeping a bridge of what's going on. And it's hard out there on the road, man. I think I had my cell phone. I don't even think I had unlimited data. Can't remember. So, and then you're tired as hell. I'm like, I gotta go to sleep. I want to make a video. And then you're like, I ain't making a video. So hats off. Like, what's that terminology? Hats off to all them truckers out there making videos because it's not as easy as turning the camera on. You tired. If you notice, like every time Trucker Brown turns on the top of his videos, like it looks like he almost just woke up. Yo, what's up? Oh, that's what it's like, At least that was me. Yeah, Kenny Eugene, I don't remember. I got to be honest with you, but I do think I did meet somebody in Subway. I just don't remember what you looked. The one video where I met somebody in South Carolina at the Kimberly-Clark plant, I think, or one of them plants. I remember that because we did a video together. So, yeah, and I met some other people at the fuel island. That's where you would meet most of the people in truck stops at the fuel island. And you're like, hey, talk to them for a little bit. Get out. So anyway, yeah, man, back to the content of the video. The topic, is it sustainable? Yes. But it's an average. Okay. It's definitely an average. You do have losing weeks. All right. But the average is yes. And when you see something like this, see this dip, That's when shit. You almost need with me. I need to just stop trading here, right? When I see the volatility coming back in, and it's in now. It's just amazing how it's going up. I don't work good. I don't work good. My system doesn't work good in those, and you have to recognize what doesn't work for you, and not do that at certain times, right? So you got like if you're at the beach, you got to recognize that it's 30 degrees out and the water's cold. So therefore, don't get in, right? Wait for the water to warm up, then get in. Stick your toe in, check it out. That's what I kind of need to do. That's like trading. You just gotta whatever works for you. It's also you have certain environments and you kind of hit it hard when that environment's going on, and that's how like when you that what did Jesse J, I forgot, I can't even bring up the video, say he was up, was it almost 1 million or 100,000, went down almost to nothing. It's basically, here we go, this is a good idea. Is it this way? Yeah, okay. So your portfolio, your equity curve is not like this. It's like this, right? Going up, okay? I wish it was smooth like that, but no, it's like this. It's definitely a rough ride and a very emotional ride, right? So, Juan, you got to get into it. It's not even, I trade options, right? But just just start buying stocks. But, you know, the market's so high right now. I can't even recommend that, to be honest with you. But you know, dollar cost average, that means you buy a little now, buy a little later, buy a little bit once a month. And that's, you know, they say when it's up, you buy in less shares. And when it's down, you buy more shares. But overall, you're getting the average, right? You're getting a good average and you can just ride it out. For the most part, if you use dollar cost average and all the way to as far as I can remember, you're a winner. Because look, market's at all-time highs. If you didn't sell in 2008, you're a winner. Why? Because the market's it got it back. You know, the biggest market downturn I've been around for is that I remember was 2000. That was a 2-year down. Stocks were going down for 2 years. I gave up on it. I had a nice 401k. It almost went to, I mean, every month I was opening my statement. I'm down 500, 800. It was sickening. I took it out and took the 10% penalty. Stupidest thing I ever did. I don't recommend it for everything. And I wound up buying a car with it. We needed a van at the time. And I felt good with that. I felt like, all right, I got something, no payments. And I used that money, but you know what? I wasn't making no pay. Basically, it felt like I was losing 300 to 400 a month every time I opened up that monthly statement. But now I got it out. I got a free car and blah, blah. But it was the wrong thing to do. And I'll tell you what, that was the bottom of the market. When you do stupid things like that, that's the bottom of the market. It always is. When you see everybody, I mean, YouTube is, you got all these stock market experts on there and everybody's, that's what me also shows me is top. And once the market comes down to correct, half of those people, more than half will be gone. You know, and then when they finally gone, start making videos, that's the bottom. But it's really toppy right now. Everybody's on here being an expert. I'm on here keeping it real. I was keeping it real with trucking. I was keeping it real with photography. I'm keeping it real with this, you know. And I'm not saying to follow me. I'm telling you I lose money. I'm just dude that trades, and I'm just showing you what I do. I ain't recommending nothing to nobody. Only thing I'm recommending is get into it. Learn this shit because this is what works. This is how you get. This is what all rich people are doing, right? They got nice stock portfolios, you know, and that's what we got to do. We got to stop. We got to start making this money, this stuff work for us, you know? And this is how the rich get rich, right? So this is what we got to do. And they don't teach it in school. They don't tell you nothing about it. You know, you got to learn it on your own. It's not like the secret club, you know, and when they want to take your money to invest, they take in percentages and stuff. You can do this yourself. And you got a lot of apps and a lot of companies out there that let you do it yourself, like M1 Finance. And now there's no commissions. You got to do it. No commissions basically at any broker for the most part. And you know, when I started, it was a discount broker was $50 a trade. A real broker was $100, maybe $200 a trade. It's crazy. A trade. That's one way in, $200 to get you in, $200 to get you out. You lost $400. I mean, so it was priced so cheap for broke people can't get in, right? Because you can't get in. Talk about give me one share of. I don't know, give me one share of Kimberly Clark at, I don't know, $50. right? Okay, you want one share of $50, cost you $200 to buy one share worth of $50, and don't sell it because it's going to be another $200. And you maybe sold it for $55. You made $5 on the trade, but you lost $400 on the transaction. I mean, that's huge. So, discount brokers, they came out 50 and it was 30 and 35. I mean, now it's 0. I mean, that is awesome. There's no excuse for anybody not to be buying stocks. And you need to buy stocks because it leveled the playing field for everybody. By the way, I also think that that's a force of pushing the market up, why it's different than it was before, because the door's open for everybody. Everybody can trade. It costs you nothing. All right, so you just got to do it. So I think that's definitely one of the forces going in. Everybody's doing 401ks, but it's kind of always been like that. So you got money coming in every week regardless, so these are the forces that's keeping the market, I think, going up. Somebody wrote a book. Give me a minute so I can reach over here. I need a better system than this. I remember you saying that. What cheap stocks do I start with? Okay, I'm going to talk about that. Hey, Dre, remember me? I got somebody else. Titaniums and I went short Tesla calls about 2 weeks ago. Yes, I remember. Some of them rich people born with a silver spoon. Yes, you remember you went short when and see what happened to Tesla, and that's why I said buy that cheap out of the money call. Remember I said that because if you would have held on to it a little bit after earnings, I think you made out well because it didn't go that high. It went crazy, and that's exactly what you got to avoid. So you short that call. Go ahead and buy something cheap just to kind of cut you out. I mean, $10, it might cost you $10 to buy something cheaper, but it caps you, right? You ain't gonna have people knocking on the door trying to break your legs. That's what my girlfriend's always afraid. She's like, "No, Andre, they're gonna come break your legs." I'm like, "They ain't coming to break my legs." But I wanted to say, it's not about cheap stocks like a Ford. You just want to buy stocks that's going up. Like, see, cheap stocks are cheap for a reason because they're going down like this. Don't worry. You could buy, say, a share of Amazon. Yes, it's going to cost you $2,000, but you know what? It's, next year this might be a $4,000 stock, and you made $2,000 on that one share. You know what it takes to make $2,000 off a share of Ford at $8? I don't even want to calculate it, but this thing is going to, let me see, one share of Ford. I can't calculate it, but it's not going to happen. Of course, you could buy more shares, but it's not about more shares. It's about percentages, the percentage of movement. See this? If you have one share at $8, you lost a dollar. You lost 1.7% of your money. If you had 100 shares, $800, you still lost 1.7%. So if you bought $100 worth and you had it, I don't know, you bought it for, I'm just going to round it off to 8, right? 800 minus 1.7%, you was down to $786, right? So if you had one share of Amazon, which was up 1.42%, you made $29 on that. That $29 about the 86, 24, 32, basically 4 shares of Ford. You know what I mean? So it's about percentages. Keep percentage of movement, and you have $2,079 invested in the market, okay, versus however many shares of Ford you would buy or cheap stock. So definitely don't think cheap stocks. Just think of good quality stocks. And I always say stocks that are going up. It's so important, because stocks that are going down continue to go down. That's just my thing. You can catch a falling knife if you want. But you pull up 3M. I know that's a stock that's continuing. Oh, man, this is going to break right there. This is going to break. This is a shortable stock. It's going to 140. I'm telling you right now. But right now it's at support. It may go up. This could be catching the falling knife. But looking at this, I don't think so. I think it's going to break that 160 and go to 140. But this will be a good entry point. You can buy a little now and maybe it turns around, but I don't think so. So you see what I'm saying? Stocks that are going down generally continue to go down. Wait, you would buy this when you see it going up. And that's my little tips. Like, say right here. Oh, shoot, I ain't even got it on. Y'all got to tell me I got to turn my screen on. Here, how about that? All right, here it is, right? It's going down, and I'm saying, hey, it's gonna break. It's gonna break. You know, so but that's a good entry point because it's at support. It may bounce from here, but you don't want to catch that falling knife because I said it's going down to 140, right? So stocks that continue to go down will continue to go down. Stocks are going down that will continue to go down, and stocks that are going up generally continue to go up. So you see this little right here, this little piece. See, it started to go up, right? That's when I want to buy it. When I want to see it. You prove to me that you want to go up. Prove it. And then I'll be like, oh, okay, especially with this candle, nice. That was a nice big body candle, emotional, good volume. And I'm like, all right, I'll get in. But look, it went back down, tested that support, and then it went for another ride. But that's when I want to buy. I want to see this thing. Look, it came down here and just kind of went sideways. When it's doing that, that's when you just know it's gonna go down. So it's down. Looks like it wants to. Ugly. 3M ugly. They make a lot of those medical masks. I wonder if that can make them turn around. Yo, Big Dre shorted. Hey, what's up, Jeffrey? Yeah, that's your shortable stock, right? This is man. 3M, boy, that's going down. It used to be such a good stock to hold and just own it for your portfolio. And this company makes everything. And it goes to show you, how could the stock market be at all-time high when a company that makes everything is damn near getting ready to see new lows? You know what I mean? New all-time lows. Well, not all-time, but, you know, so don't they have their hands in the economy and they can't make any money? You know how I know they ain't making no money? Because the stock's going down. Yeah, they making money, but you know what I'm saying? It's going down. It's terrible. Look, there's some upgrades here. Wolf Research upgraded from underperform to peer perform. What the hell is peer perform? JP Morgan, underweight to neutral with a 143, 150 target. Well, it's at what? It's at 160, JP Morgan? So how could you upgrade? Well, you went from underweight to neutral with a 150 target. It's at 160. So shouldn't that be I don't get it. It's not even at 150 yet, and that's your target. He put that on December 23rd. So December 23rd, yeah, that was, I don't know, it wasn't no 150, you know, so, oh well, it's funny things. Strange hold it. I don't know what that means, Jeffrey. What about XOM? Cheap stock. Let me tell you something. I bet you this thing is going sideways to down. See if I'm right. Oh, ExxonMobil. I thought you were talking Sirius XM. Yeah, stay out of oil. This, all of them. Look at this, man. This is. Remember the blow up of, what was that? The Iran blew up those things. It did nothing. I think oil was barely up 10%, and the next day it was right back to where it was. Remember the Iranian, when the missiles, when we was gonna fight Iran? I mean, it doesn't get no, and they might have put on all the boats was threatened in the straits of, I can't even remember, over there in the Persian Gulf. Basically, there's been scenarios where those scenarios will bring oil to $100 like that. They go down on those. So what worse could happen, right? I mean, you had the perfect storm to bring oil stocks up, okay? And now they go down with the perfect storm, so therefore it's going down. What's going to bring it up? I mean, you had half the damn the world, whatever, being disturbed when they blew up that refinery or whatever the hell it was. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Oil did pop off of that, but the next day, it was down. So this thing, I feel sorry for the oil companies. Here, XOP is oil X ETF, oil and gas expert. Look at these things. This is breaking. This is new lows. What's going to turn this around? You got electric cars coming out. Things are going electric. We're the biggest oil producers in the country, by the way, now. I don't know what's going to turn this around. I just don't see it. It's not going to get back to these highs right here. So I don't like anything oil. I own a little BP for the dividend, but I'm thinking about giving it up. Oh, see, look, they're not even that low. I think because a lot of people like that 6.76% dividend, but it's going down. It's going lower. Um, what's going to turn oil around? I can't think. If those scenarios didn't do it, I don't know what is. So if it is, it's something like World War III already. So all stocks are going to be going down, right? So it's just ugly, And then if oil, let's do USO. Pull up the actual. Look at that. I mean, it's been bottom feeding or whatever for 2016. Look at it, man. Yeah, it's just going nowhere. This is it. This is the level, right? You might get a couple bucks on the upside, but then it's gonna come right back down. So I don't like ExxonMobil. It used to be one of those stocks like like 3M. Oh man, you're on Exxon, good portfolio. ExxonMobil, 3M, good portfolio. Good portfolio. You know what I mean? So these oil stocks, it's a shame because it's like, yeah, this drives the world. When China shut down, I mean, we need oil to do anything, to produce, to go. But with can't think of the words. This whole clean energy, the whole electric thing's coming on, and if we start buying a bunch of electric cars, yeah, it's just changing. Things is changing. So I think oil is basically seen. It's the beginning of the end, or the beginning of the end was a couple of years ago. But those events that happened a few months ago tells you everything you need to know about oil in those single events. I can't remember exactly. And then you see gold. I don't know. It's crazy. Anyway, yeah. So that's it. So thanks for checking in, Jeff, man. I did a video about 2,000. Can you make 2,000 a week? And I was saying, yeah, you can, man. Check out that video. I think people wanted the secret sauce, right? But nah, there's no secret sauce in there. You just got to do what works for you. And yeah, you can do it, man. It's like this, kind of like trucking, right? It's a roller coaster. It's a roller coaster ride to kind of keep that going. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here Sunday and shoot the shit with you guys because I've been posting these videos. I've been talking about specific stocks, and Amazon, that's my go-to stock. I like stocks that's going up, man, because if you're selling puts below it, but it's still dangerous, but they'll turn around, or this is something that people want, especially if we can get that breakout right here. But look right here, remember that earnings report? Oh man, I got killed on that. I remember it. I sure do. I was like, oh my god, this was a great ride. And then that right there, yeah. And I remember this drop right here too. It's this one. I did a video on it. I was like, oh, it's breaking out, it's gonna do one, but it came right back. So we actually got an all-time high, and it kind of broke that double top, if you want to call it a triple top, maybe. Yeah, so I think it could go higher, but with the economy and this virus, if the stock market turns down, it brings everything down. So you can't, I like that Microsoft is it don't get no steadier than that. Look, the thing never goes down. You can just buy this. It never goes down. Buy it, sell puts, buy call, whatever you buy, it's gonna work as long as you long. But I'm lying. It could definitely turn around. You know what I mean? But put it this way: if you was doing that was your strategy from way back. When was you down? I mean, this thing is insane. That's solid, and it pays a 1.11 dividend. It was higher than that, but I guess since it's ripping, it's coming down. But yeah, dividend stock. I mean, Apple's starting to do the same thing, but Apple was always a roller coaster, but now all of a sudden it's like the best stock ever. And all they do is sell. This iPhone's got 3 cameras. Oh, I know the iPhone 12's gonna have 4 cameras. I'm not an Apple fan at all. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. iPhone, it's just crazy. I mean, I know people on the iPhone 6. It does the same thing as the new ones. I mean, I forget it. I can't even talk about it. I just think it's crazy. Anyway, you wrote, damn, your name. Oh, Titanium. What do you think about LK? Is that LK? Oh, Luckin Coffee. I think it was one of those stocks like Tesla. I think And now that it's a Chinese stock, I don't think it's good. I just don't think with people inside, I don't know. I think it's going to come down to reality. I don't necessarily. I know people was buying it because of the run up. So no, I don't see. It was just a hot stock, and so no, I'm not a fan of it. I don't. I'm not. I rather buy Starbucks, right? So, in Starbucks, I think this is a good entry point. It's right there. I mean, it may go lower because they got all those Chinese stores. I think they got 2,000 stores closed or something in China. Does it say it down here? Just kind of looking at some of these headlines. Recent panic creates long-term opportunity in China's Luckin Coffee. Yeah, so maybe when China gets back online, that coffee play might be good. But I don't know. I just think it was a hot stock. Bill Ackman sells stake in Starbucks. I like Starbucks. It pays a 1.9% dividend. The store's always crowded. They're still growing. I don't think Luckin Coffee is going to take them out of business. Oh, that doesn't look good. This looks like it. And I'm pulled up the monthly. It looks like it wants to make another break lower, unfortunately. Yeah. And I think that's once China comes back online, it'll be back. I think it'll turn around. Same with the Luckin. I mean, how you sell coffee? Everybody's locked up in China. But I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I have no comment on the Luckin. Well, I gave you my comment. That's my best comment. I just think it was a hot stock. I don't know if it has any long term. I'm funny about the Chinese companies. My favorite one is this Alibaba. By the way, I wrote this right here. Oh man, I had all kinds of calls right here. I made good. I woke up on one day. I was like, oh shit, I was up thousands, and I rode this all the way up to here. That was one of my best trades of all time, right here in this Alibaba. And then it just started doing this, and it still never really did its thing. And now it reached a new high. So I don't know. I don't like stocks like that. I don't like these kind of stocks. It's that ride. That's your portfolio. You just don't know what it's gonna do. I want more steady Eddie. But that's my favorite. That's like the Amazon of. This is Alibaba. I mean, you buy anything, but with all the Chinese things and they not making things, and I don't know, but it's holding up like a champ. Let me pull up. It's not doing bad under the circumstances. So look at all these gaps, man. Every day you wake, this is the daily. It's gap up, gap down, gap. That's too much volatility for me. I can't handle that. So that's why I don't like it no more. But way back then, boy. Yeah, I was in that trade. I think the hookers are a good buy. So hookers, Juan. So hookers and blow are bad investment. Yeah, probably. I think I was gonna say something dirty. Yeah, I mean it's a one shot investment. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I think the hookers are a good buy. Yeah, I can't comment. Deborah's probably watching, and she's like, "You better not." Saying, right? Anyway, nah, she's not watching because she will actually be on, so I can say whatever I want. Anyway, what do you think about it? So hookers and blow, yeah, man, yeah. Unless well, I ain't gonna say it. You can play the premiums. Oh, for sure, but look, I don't got my platform open. I imagine these premiums are up there. but it's all over the place. I don't know if this thing's gonna go up or down. I honestly don't know. I don't know what tomorrow's move is. But just looking at what happened since mid last year, from what was that, May, June? Wait a minute, that's this year. Hold on, let me pull up the monthly. That's the weekly. Sorry, hold on. Let me get back. Where the hell was I? The daily. 2020. So about January 15th or so. It's been all over the place. So I don't know. I don't know. It looks like it wants to. I don't know. I can't figure that one out because it's just gapping too much. I mean, look at this gap. That was huge. If you was in here and it jumped up to here from 212, right? And that looks bullish. It gapped up and went up. And then it gapped up the next day and then totally gave it up and took it kind of, what is that called? The outside day. If you look at that candle right there. outside day. So that tells you it was going down, and then now it's kind of almost filling that gap from before, which is a good thing. Maybe it's going to go higher, but I don't know. I just don't like stocks like that. That's not my thing. But that's why the volatility, I can imagine. It looks like if I had to place a bet on it, it's still going from the lower left to the upper right. So it's going higher. It's trending higher. But the volatility, it's just all over the place now. I always say when you look at a chart, especially like a monthly, that monthly looks not too bad. But if you look at this weekly, that's your portfolio. If you invest in it, it's just up, down, up. If it looks like when you look at this weekly, it wants to go lower, and it's just by looking at the patterns. The ups drafts they're not that long, right? Up. So it looks like it wants to come back to this 190 personally, but it's still up. It's still trending up as of now, since last October. So I guess it's going up. But you look way back, it looks like it needs more down. Look at these down legs. They were significant, right? So why wouldn't this one be a little bit more significant? That's just kind of looking at the charts, looking at the history. Past performance is no future, doesn't represent future, whatever they say. And that. I plan to play one end or both. Yeah. Good luck. And let me know what you do. Put it in the comments of any video because I see all the comments. Huge premium. I'm going to check that out on Monday, but that's what I was saying in the video of, right there. That's what I was saying in the video that I just did. You have to kind of just stick to your game plan. If I jump into that, I would lose. I know I would because I'm just not used to how it runs. So learn these stocks, pick that small handful and just learn them, and you could do it. Now, Alibaba, what we was just talking about, if you can learn this. You can learn the behavior of what these stocks do because they all tend to do the same thing. To relative to itself, they do the same thing. Like you see Microsoft steady Eddie Baba, right? It's up, down, up, down, up, down. Generally, it's the same thing. This stock will never steady out. It'll always have volatility. Tesla did steady out for a while, but Tesla, the volatility, because it was steady, right? I remember when Tesla, it had the same run when it came up from zero, was it $5 or something like that, 10, and it went up to like 100. I can't remember. It was a run like this. Just chart don't go that far back, and then it just steadied out. It steadied out, went sideways forever. Then it started going down, looked like it broke all kinds of support, and then it just caught its legs and just straight up. Look at that volume right there. I mean, that's most likely the top for a while, so we'll see. I think the virus is the wild card of everything, right? Let's see and then we got the election this year. It's a lot of wild cards out there. Bernie Sanders, gaining ground. Not saying that, I don't like the guy or I like the guy. I'm not giving an opinion on the guy, but I know the market don't like the guy, so if he gains ground, market's gonna be coming in a little bit, But the markets, don't let the media fool you, because when a Democrat's in office, you get the best gains in the market, and that's looking back in history for the most part. Carter. I ain't gonna go back that far back. Let's put this. Clinton had great gain. You invested in the beginning of Clinton to the end, you made a killing. You invested in the beginning of Obama to the end, you made a killing. It's when the crashes happen when Republicans are in office. So don't not expect something heavy volatility coming into the summer, okay? Because that's when they happen. And so, that's my opinion. Just history. Anyway, a strangle. Hey, you still invest? You still do this stuff, Jeffrey? Let me change my thing so I can read it. And then put on my glasses. A strangle is an option strategy where investors hold their position, and put the different strike prices, but with the same expiration date. Yeah. Okay, that's the strangle is the same strike, right? I always get them confused. So the straddle's one side and then the other side, right? Selling the calls and the puts on the other side, right? So the strangle is the same strike, same expiration, right? All I know is I don't have a buying power for a strangle on any stock, unless it's a $10 stock or something like that. Yeah, but the stocks that I would like to play, I know that's why I don't do it. So I'll do like a, a wide strike iron condor, which is basically the same thing, right? So you just buy the protection on the wings, and then therefore that kind of gives me the buying power to do that. So that's what I kind of call that. Yeah. So, but I always get them confused because I guess I don't play them. But you make good money for the most part on those kind of trades. But if you did it on a Tesla, anybody did that on Tesla, man, you got burnt. Whew, man, you got burnt. Anyway, we are still in the game. I just watched your channel. We are still in the. Okay, cool, man. I appreciate that. I don't watch many videos at all. I just like I come home from work. I'll do some trading. Then I'll make a video. That's why it's usually 11, 12 o'clock because I was doing some trading. Generally, I don't trade too heavy because I put on like weekly trades. And then after the video, I usually go to bed, kind of clean up a little bit, go to bed. So that's my routine. Then I'm at work. I listen to the radio with my headsets and may listen to some videos. Listen, I can't watch though. And then, yeah, so that's kind of my routine. I don't really watch too many YouTubers. I see the trucking industry though. Is it turning around yet? Is this the because you know truckers have the first sign of the economy turning around. I think XO, what is it? What is that? XOP? What's that XO? The one with all the damn trucks. They report this week. Why can't XO Logistics? What is it? X something Logistics? XO? Is it XO? Oh man, I can't believe I don't know the name of that company. You're a photo guy. Yeah, I don't do photography anymore. All my gear is hanging up, and I don't want to sell anything because I like my gear. I want to be able to pick up and do any kind of photo shoot at any time I want to, you know. So I don't know. I can't sell my gear. I need it, and I probably won't get much for it because the cameras are just advancing. I mean, nobody's gonna want a Nikon what kind? D600. I got the Nikon D600 and Nikon D70 7000. I'm looking at JB Hunt. They, you know, I don't know. Looks like it kind of wants to break lower a little bit. Maybe. Depends. I don't know. Depends what it does here. If it breaks that candle, it looks like it wants to hang in there. But yeah, see, it's going lower. I don't know. Is this bounce going to hold up and kind of go that way? Don't know. That's JB. XO1. Panasonic GHS is what I stream with. Oh, really? No. All right. Yeah, that's what is that? Mirrorless. Yeah, see, I want a mirrorless camera. Panasonic is Lumix? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I have one. Lumix, however you said it. Yeah, that's a great $1,400 camera with no lens. That sounds like it's a dope camera, man. Yeah, I want a mirrorless. I don't have any mirrorless and probably won't ever get one. Maybe off of eBay or something way down the line. Just gets pick up. Because, you know, these cameras, like when this camera gets old, it's still going to work. I don't know why people... my cameras are always going to take great pictures. It's going to be nothing that really comes out that just takes a better picture. Maybe it's a better experience of taking a picture. Like the mirrorless, you get to see exactly what it's going to look like before you press the button. You know, that's the best advantage about mirrorless. But my camera's still going to take great pictures. That's why give it away or sell it, you know. But I do like the whole mirrorless because of that aspect of yeah, you seeing exactly, you know, what that picture is going to look like. Canon all day. Yeah, I'm a Nikon dude, but you know what? If I could switch, I would switch, but I got so much Nikon gear, so much, that I can't switch. It would cost me a fortune. So I'm Nikon forever, but if I could start all over, I should have started picking up Canon cameras. I like Canon a little better. True 4K. Yeah, 4K 10-bit recording. But do you put the 4K videos on YouTube? I was watching Tony. What's Tony and Chelsea? You know that channel, the YouTube channel. It's one of my favorite photography channels. I think they used to shoot 4K. They back to shooting 1080p because they're just not getting the people. It's just not really blowing up like that. The 4K, what's good is that I know you could zoom in, you could crop in, and you still got that amazing resolution, you know, and so you could kind of make it look a lot of multiple, like you're running multiple cameras, just because it's 4K, but you're not. You're just kind of getting these amazing crops, and the quality still stays up, you know. So it's one. But I hear the file sizes on your videos is like huge. You probably got huge storage. You got network, you know. So yeah, how do you manage that if you're shooting all your videos in 4K? If you are, no one beats Panasonic on a video card. If you want mirrorless, you should go with Sony. Yeah, I do like the Sony mirrorlesses, you know. I don't follow it too hard now, but yeah, Sony mirror, and I wish Nikon, and maybe they do got some. It seems like Nikon and Canon, whatever, late to the game. I don't know what they got out now, but I know when they started coming out, it was late to the game, man. Come on. There was Nikon, to me, it was late for everything. Very disappointing. I was very disappointed owning my Nikon. It was always late. And then when they come out, it was always flaws where your camera, you had to send it back. It just didn't work. Where am I? What's my minutes in this video? Because nobody's going to watch it if it's over. I don't know. I guess nobody watches it anyway. Just my diehards, man. And I appreciate all you guys. I do. Yeah, man. Like Arrow. So I got all the originals, man. The OGs. Arrow and Jeffrey, man. And Titanium, man. You're going to be the OG in the future. Keep sticking around. Canon and Nikon are late to the game because they're into DSLR. Yeah, but you know they see it going mirrorless. They're gonna wind up being like Kodak. Remember, I mean Kodak. You didn't see the DSLRs come in. You know, they told you. You know, Blockbuster. You didn't see Redbox come in. You know, Sam's. Gosh, what is it? BlackBerry. You didn't see Apple come in. You know, so. Nikon, they better get it on the ball with these mirrorlesses because they're coming. You know, they here, and yeah, yeah. Come on, man, y'all are leaders, but not anymore. You know, from what I understand, like I said, I don't study it that much like I used to. I used to be looking at the camera shit all day, like ooh, I gotta, you know, even though I can't buy it all, it's cautious. It's very expensive, man, to just get little toys, and it's always nice. The Fuji X-T4 will put them all to shame when they come out. And it's just, you got things that you buy something. Yeah, the technology's going so fast with cameras, so fast. You buy something and then this new thing comes out, and that's one of the things. One of my first videos, and it went viral, was a video. I said, "Hey, there's too many cameras on the market." It went viral. Shutter, one of them big websites picked it up. I woke up, I was the person to get like 5 views on the video. I did the video, I woke up, I had 10,000 views on the video. I was like, what the hell happened? And I figured out somebody picked up, one of them big magazine blogs picked up the story. I was like, wow. Then the next day I had 15,000, the next day 20,000. That kind of spurred me to getting into making videos. And it was just it was a video I didn't even think about making. I just turned on the camera and started talking about, man, there's too many cameras on the market. You got this, you got that, you know. And yeah, I went viral on one of my first videos I ever did. It's the last time I went viral too. So should I buy a Canon? Should I buy a Canon if you start getting into cameras? I don't know if I can give you a good answer on that now because I haven't been following it like that. I just like, yeah, put it this way. Yeah, sure. Go with Canon. You know, but if you went to the, you know, mirrorlesses is the future. And I don't know what Canon got on the mirrorless side. And that's why I can't answer it, you know. But Canon's got great gear. You'll never have to, you know, switch up. You know, but the thing is, once you start buying Canon stuff, it's hard to just go to another manufacturer because that stuff is expensive. You don't have to sell it. You get so deep into it, and you got all these $1,000 lenses and stuff. It's like, you just stick with Canon stuff. Sorry, Sony has the best autofocus for mirrorless. Go with them. Just take pictures of sunsets and cigars. Yeah, I like taking pictures of people, portraits. I don't like sunsets. And even though I have them, those are my best shots, but they're kind of easy to take, so I don't like them. You might see a shot of somebody in the mountains and it looks, oh, look how beautiful that was. But you know what? You can get the same shot if you was there and you climbed the mountain. Just show me where you was. I'll get that same shot. But a person, you'll never get the same shot because they're never going to do the same exact pose. And you're always going to have multiple backgrounds. So that's why I like the portraits. I like the challenge of that. If you go take a picture of a waterfall, what's stopping you from... If I take a picture of a waterfall, like say Niagara Falls, what's stopping you from taking that same picture tomorrow or the next day or the next day or the next day? That's why I don't like those I just don't like landscape pictures because it's just no challenge, I'm going to end this video because I'm way off topic. But I do like coming in here shooting the shit and just that's what this video was about. But I started it with, can you make $2,000 a day? Yeah, man, you could do it. You could do it. But it's a rough ride. And I'll end it on that. All right, so let me see. Where am I at with time? I don't see time when I do this kind of videos. Where am I at with time? Can anybody tell me? I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea. No, it's been a while, though. And I appreciate everybody getting in and watching. Man, thanks for checking in, Jeffrey. I hope you're doing well with your business. Because I'm seeing all these guys like Ghost, lost his starting over with his, authority. But, it's a lot of his fault. And, I'm seeing people just turning in their trucks like, what's the other guy that was with RST? And I think the other guy was struggling. Yeah, it just seems rough out there. So, hope you're doing well. Titanium and Jim Wedge, thanks. Juan, thanks. Jeffrey, thanks. Juan, thanks. Appreciate you, man. Hopefully it's less Chinese. Unless I'm promoting you. All right, I'm giving you a C, and I want to go ahead and advance you to lesson 4. Okay. And yeah, that's it. Errol, I hope I didn't miss anybody. Yeah, appreciate you. Cashmatic, yeah, he's with me. He's a moderator. Yeah, so thanks everybody. I appreciate it. I'm getting to bed. I gotta be at work at midnight. That means I gotta wake up at 11. So 6, 7, 8, 9. So I got 5 hours. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a salad and just go to bed. So let's see what happens. Oh, let's check out the futures, man. Let's see what they're doing. See what the futures are doing. Dow drops more than, here we go. Oh, Dow's down 9. Continue without support. S&P, that's basically flat. Not bad. I thought with this boat, the Princess coronavirus out, Amazon pulls out of Barcelona conference. 14 Americans test positive on cruise. Look, Amazon Flex drivers are using bots to cheat their way to getting more work. Really? Anyway, I thought the futures were going to be down like 300 points, but they're not. It's flat. Yeah, so, Bernie Sanders was getting traction. Yeah, that's good. That's good for me. I need it to be, I don't need it to be open down hard. It could be down. Just don't be picking a direction. Oh, look, it just turned green as we speaking. So the futures opened up 13 minutes ago and opens up at 6. But of course, all of this will be different when the market opens. But it kind of gives you a sentiment, early sentiment of what the market may do tomorrow, if it's panic or whatever. But it's, for the most part, it's flat. Now the Dow futures up 18, the Nasdaq up 650. So that's good. Good deal. So you see, if you're scared about the what the hell is that? Corona. I always do like this because I think it'll be. You're scared about the coronavirus? Well, the market's not. I don't know, man. I just think it's manipulated. All right, so thanks for watching, man. I really appreciate you. I like these kind of videos because you guys direct me on what to speak about. And I like all my videos are live. And I stumble on the words. I'm not the greatest person. I'm not an economist. I'm just a dude. I'm a trucker. Right, Jeffrey? I'm a trucker. I know more about trucks than this. I've been driving truck. Well, I've been trading more than trucks, but you know, I'm a trucker. You know, I'm just a guy that trades. So I'm not here selling you anything. I don't got an ebook for you to read. I got none of that stuff. I just kind of share what I'm doing and try to just make you get the bug to get into it. Right, Juan? You got to get into it. You just buy a stock. And, you know, I lose money. I make money. You know, it's just something to do. So that's what I like about this. I could talk stocks all day, and I feel like it's something that I'm always learning. You always learn, right? It's, you know, trucking, I feel like I know it all. They would say, if you know it all in trucking, you ain't a real trucker. Man, I know basically everything I need to know. You know what? I take it back. I learned something the other day in trucks. Okay, air ride trailers. There's this valve on the back that if you pull it, at least the ones that I seen, it'll drop the airbags because sometimes it may sit high in the door. I had no idea they even existed. I actually learned that about a week or two ago. I was like, oh shit, I learned something, man. Been years. Am I stupid, Jeffrey, for not knowing that? But on the air ride trailers, there's a valve that you could dump those airbags on the trailers because, you know, they'll be inflated and it might sit too high. So yeah, I was like, oh shoot, that's what that do? Okay. Anyway, yeah, so you say you can't learn nothing. I guess they're always learning in trucking. Yeah, and now I'll never know about mechanics of what's going under the hood, just the basic inspection stuff. But as far as operating, I mean, I think that was pretty important to know right there, you know. I didn't know how to dump the airbags in the trailer. Anyway, so he says you going, oh, yeah, damn it. I got to reserve my ticket. Yeah, I'm going to try to go. It's sad. Well, yeah, I'm going to try to go. I forgot. I got to get on there and get my ticket. All right. Yeah, that's right. It's probably the last week of March or something like that. I'm going. Yeah, I'm going. Anyway, I'm going to try to go. Hopefully Deborah's not working. If we don't go, it's because she was most likely working. I probably won't go by myself, but we're going to try to get in there. I will, Juan, smoke if you got one. I will, Jeff, just you, bro. Trey, say hi to the boss. Yeah. Hey, man, she's selling, gosh, I'm trying to think of, I'm going to put a little link out there. She's selling paparazzi jewelry so your wives can get on. It's $5 jewelry. It's great. She really loves it. She's doing her thing, doing lives on Periscope. If you go to Periscope or even Twitter, she's Deborah Fab 5. Hey, I'm gonna go there. Let's go to Twitter real quick. Twitter, right? And she should probably be somewhere up here. Let me search. She's Deborah Fab 5. Let's see. Why is it not coming out? People. Did I type that right? Why didn't it come up? Where's my profile? Yeah, she's Deborah Fab 5. She's Deborah Fab 5. Did she take it down? Because it says this account does. I'm sure that's what the account was. Anyway, she's messing with it. She's setting it up. So I'll go ahead and share that maybe on another video. But she's doing that, and I'm really excited. She's doing Facebook Lives like every day. It's like amazing. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna come see you. I imagine you're at the Thunder Funding booth. Is that correct? Did I remember that right? And I won't bring any JB Hunt gear with me, or any other gear. I'm waiting for your response, and then I'm ending it. Yes, see that? Thunder Funding. You need what do they do again? What's that word? Gosh, can't even think of the damn word anymore. Basically, you need your money now when you're doing these loads. Thunder Funding. And I'll tell you what, if Jeffrey is involved in it, it's probably the best company to be doing your Gosh, I can't think of the word. What's that word? But you get the money faster. Yeah, it's probably the best company to be doing your business with. All right, so gosh, what is? All right, Jeff, you got to give me that word before I end it. What is it when you get the money? Factoring. Yeah, it's a factoring company. Why wait 30, 60 days for your bills when you can get it now, right? So it's probably the best factoring company to deal with if he's involved. I know that. So you definitely built a good brand, at least on YouTube. And just for the whole like trucking and all that stuff, man, you know, you're the only one that it's not bullshit. For the most part, you can take what you say and there's fact, you know, the other people just whatever, maybe YouTube views, you know, I don't know, but you know what you say is boom, you know, you're doing it. Your word is God. Your word, not God. Your word is bond. Word is bond. Anyway, yeah. So you have a great. I have a great fleet. Yeah, you know. Yeah, it's just if I was doing it, that's where I would be for sure. For sure. You know. So I'm not. I'm gonna retire. Believe it or not, I've been 2 years with the post office already. Going on two and a half years. I bought back my military time. So to retire, I only got to do 12, 6, 14, 12 more years, you know, and that's one of the reasons. I got 4 weeks vacation. I've been stacking some holidays. So right now on the books, I got 9 weeks of vacation. I got over 2 months of vacation time on the books. So I like all of that. That's why I like the benefits like that, you know, so it was a good move for me to prepare and then, you know, I could make more over the road. The longer I'm with this company, I'll make more. I won't say I'll make more. Let's put it this way: I make good money with no risk. So that's why I like trading as well because I need more. I need more money. You know, the post office is not gonna take me to where I need to be. Massey trade. This is traded. I trade same week expiry. I will try to include my exact entries and exits in upcoming videos. I just started following this person the other day. Massey Trades. I think she posted a video. I made 500,000 in Tesla. Okay. So I said, what strikes did you buy? So she drives the same week expiry. And those are dangerous, man. If the stock goes the other way, although those are cheaper options, right? But if the stock goes the other way, them options are going to zero. Okay. So that's very risky options. I sell those options. I sell near week options. I definitely don't buy them. And for her to make that kind of money, she bought them. Yeah, you gotta buy them. So and that's what I'm saying. It's just luck. If she would have woke up and, you know, maybe Elon Musk had a heart attack, right? You wake up to that news, that stock is gonna be down what 80, 100 point, no more, hundreds. You know, so it's just risky. And then your options go to zero. But if you were to sell those options, you cash out, buy them back for a nickel. Anyway, all the guys are awesome contractors and they own authority. I'll help them when they are ready. Yeah, where are you going to go to get that kind of guidance, right? There's nowhere. And that's what makes your company and just you in general different from anybody. You know, you have the heart to help somebody out that's not even with your company. You know, so it's great. Yeah, get to meet your wife again, Deborah. Deborah and her kicked it off pretty well. So I'd like to see her. I imagine she's going to be there. I'd like to see both of you guys. That's where I'm going. So if I do go, I know hours are short because I go on Saturday. And what I hate about the truck show, it closes like 4 o'clock on Saturday, whatever. That's the day you need to be open long, right? The truckers are not trucking, weekends off generally. Why are you closed early on Saturday and you open Thursday, Friday? Or say even Wednesday even, and you got longer hours, but Saturday is short hours. I think that's the stupidest thing ever. But yeah, that'll be the first place I go to Thunder Friday, and I'm sure you'll have other truckers there probably that I know, you know, and I get to say what's up to them as well. Anyway, all the guys are awesome, man. Yeah, good luck, man. You did the right move, and the economy's gonna turn. You did a video with the the ebbs and flow of trucking, if I remember right. It's kind of like, hey, we're down here, it's up here, you know, and it's just the way it is. It's cyclical, you know, so it's a downdraft. It goes like that. That's what the economy does, you know. So that was a good video. I think that was probably one of the last videos I watched. It was a while. But I don't watch any other the videos because they make the boost. Oh yeah, I mean, but even though it closes at 4 or whatever it is, a lot of the booths start closing down. Even sometimes some of them even earlier than that. You know, I just wish it was a little longer on Saturday. That's all. You know, maybe they'll let y'all break it down on Sunday, but I guess y'all got to get out of there. I forgot. Thanks for reminding me. I totally forgot. I remembered like a week ago. I was like, oh, shoot, a truck show's going on. Let me go home and reserve my tickets. And I totally forgot about it. Anyway, man, I should. All right, so I'm out of here. Yeah, it's just like the stock market, exactly. But you guys, trucking's the first to know. I remember trucking started slowing down, and it was the first signs of the economy. You know, when stuff is moving, you know, the truck's got it. You know that whole thing. All right, I'm out of here. I gotta go to bed. Thanks for watching, man. I appreciate y'all. Yeah. I appreciate it. Hopefully things are good tomorrow and I have a good day. And if you're trading, you got a good day. You know, a good week. All right, so I'll see y'all later. I'll get some sleep, Juan, and I'll see you at the show, Jeffrey. I'm sure I'm going to be there for sure. And everybody, if you're on the road, stay safe. And all the traders make money and all that. See y'all. Peace.